everybody. So I thought I would do kind of an updated video or a clarification video on the Weight Watchers at WW personal coaching, because I've done a couple of other videos about it and I've gotten so much grief that I didn't even explain what it was, and it was a useless video and somebody's wasted 10 minutes of their lives. And at first I was kind of upset about it, and then I tried to think about it and use it as positive criticism, thinking, okay, I've heard it from a couple of people and it's had negative thumbs down, so I thought I would do an update, hopefully being able to clarify it this time. And please, if you find at any point that you're not getting any help from this video, just turn it off. Don't waste 10 minutes of your life. So personal coaching. Okay, so you sign up either on the Weight Watchers website, or you can call in and I believe sign up. I think I signed up on their website, and then one of the other times I signed up by calling in. If you're a lifetime member, the only way you can access it is if you actually purchase the monthly membership for $50 some, whatever it is. So for a lifetime member, it's not really worth it to spend unless you have the extra money. It's not worth it to me to spend the additional $50 to actually talk to somebody. It's very helpful, and I would definitely pay the $15, $20, but for having to pay for an entire membership, I won't. So basically, yeah, you sign up online. From there, you have to wait, I believe it's 24 hours. It's either 24 or 72 hours to actually talk to somebody. So if you're hoping that day to be able to talk to somebody, it's not going to happen. At least the last time I did it, which was about a year ago. So you can kind of look at the profiles of the leaders or receptionists, those who work for Weight Watchers in one capacity or another. You can kind of look at their profiles. They have a kind of a little bio about them or their interests, like if they like to do meal prep, or they're for people that are getting married, or for singles, or if you like working out, whatever your interests are. Hopefully you can find a coach that can help you. I don't know what they're called now. It might not be called personal coaching anymore. So you find somebody you like and you can schedule. You can book up to 2 appointments at a time. So you can't book for like an entire month or every day of the week or whatever. As soon as you finish one appointment, you can make another, but you can only make a maximum of 2 at a time. I'm not sure if on the first time you can only make one though. I don't recall if you could or not. You don't have to speak to the same coach every time. You can speak to multiple coaches. You can stay with one coach, whatever you like. The coaches all have different times too. So if there's somebody you already know who's a coach that you like and they don't have a time that's available for when you can take the call, then you kind of got to find somebody else. And some of the coaches, if they're popular enough or certain times, they get booked up very quickly. I believe the first call is 30 minutes. The first initial call is 30 minutes, and then every one thereafter is 15. So it's hard for me to describe personal coaching because it is so personalized. It depends on what you need, and then also how the coach is personally going to go about helping you. Some of the coaches really want you to try to figure it out yourself, and that if you say I'm having a hard time because I want to snack all the time, they'll try to ask you, well, what do you think you should do? And you can kind of list some suggestions. If you say I really don't know, they might try to give you some prompts like, okay, what about finding some healthier snacks or 0-point snacks, or what about journaling or going for a walk? So they'll try to do some suggestions like that. So again, it really depends on what it is you need or you want from the coach at that particular time. It's not like the meetings where there's kind of a designated topic that they're going to discuss. It's what are you wanting to talk about. And then some of the coaches are more, they enjoy talking, they enjoy giving tips, so they'll just automatically give you all their tips or all the suggestions they have. Like, rather than if you were to say, I can't stop snacking, they might start off immediately by saying, well, what about 0-point snacks, or what kind of snacks do you currently have, or what are the triggers, they'll start off by prompting things like, maybe when you're doing that, automatically go for a walk or have some 0 point snacks available, like carrots or this or that. And then obviously if you make another appointment with that leader or that receptionist, the coach again, then before I start into that, so at the end of the meeting, after you've kind of made a plan, because that's one of the things they'll do, is they'll ask you to make a plan. Okay, so what are your goals for the week? What are you going to focus on? And you can have simply one thing you're going to focus on. I'm going to focus on trying to have 0 point foods easily available when I'm snacking. You can have multiple goals. Okay, I'm going to have 0 point foods when I'm snacking. I'm going to try to walk 3 times a week. I'm going to try to journal when I'm feeling a particular way and I feel the need to eat, or whatever the case may be. So you can have as many goals as you want, but they'll at least ask you to focus on one thing for the week or the couple of days or whenever you meet again. Sorry, there's a car behind me and they've got their bright lights on. And then, let's see. And then from there, they'll send you an email kind of noting your action plan for the week. That's what it's called, an action plan. What's your action plan for the week? So they'll send you an email of your action plan. I had one coach, when I was asking about, I was struggling with snacks, she also sent me an email of some of her favorite snacks. So again, it really depends on the coach and kind of their investment in what they're going to do, how they've been trained to approach the situation, how they personally will approach the situation. So it's very individualized. It's hard to describe, like, this is what's going to happen every single meeting, because it really depends on your coach. I've tried several different coaches, as you can, if you've watched my other videos. The first coach I had when I first tried, I didn't particularly felt like I made a connection with the coach. So I was kind of disheartened by it, and I was kind of struggled a little bit. And then I eventually got to a point where I found there was a couple of them that I liked. And of course, because there's notes on there, some of the coaches might also suggest that you just focus on one coach, because then if you're trying to focus on too many things at once, it may become overwhelming. That's towards the end of my last coaching session, that's one of the things the coach suggested for me. She said, okay, I noticed you have a meeting with this person next. She said, I'm not trying to get you to just meet with me, but kind of keep in mind that this could be one of the reasons you're struggling to focus on your action goal, is because you're meeting with too many coaches. So again, at the end, they'll send you the email of what your action plan is for the week. Sometimes they'll follow up with you through an email. I think they have a pre-set up system where in so many days they'll email asking how you're doing. And then also, if you meet with them, like I said, if you use the same coach again, you call back, they'll kind of ask you how your week went. How did the action plan go? Did it work for you? Didn't it work for you? If it worked for you, that's awesome. Cool. Can we keep it up? What can we add to that? What do we need to focus on for this week? Do we want to continue? So kind of have a discussion. What, if it worked for you, how it worked for you, can you continue implementing that? Do you see that it's going to continue helping you? That type of thing. And then if it didn't work for you, or if it was mildly successful, okay, well, why didn't it work for you? What can we do to change it? Is it a goal that we feel like right now is attainable? If it's something where it's, for instance, I'll keep with a snack, or if it's exercise related, and right now the weather is not particularly pleasant to go outside in, how can you adjust accordingly? Can you do something indoors? Is there something else you can do that's small? Can you take a small walk? Different things. So it is very personalized. I can't really tell you this is what's going to happen at the meeting, this is what they're going to talk about, because it really depends on what you need and what you want from that phone call. And then, at the end of that meeting, you're going to have an action plan for the next week or the next day. Like I said, you can make them for every single day of the week if you want. If you want to make them for multiple times a day, you can make them for up to 2 times. Like I said, you can schedule up to 2 meetings, and then after that you have to wait until you've had one of those meetings. I think that's also to prevent maybe people from kind of just taking up all the meetings and then other people not having access to those meetings, which is a good thing. But then, like, if you like particular times and maybe you like meeting with multiple coaches, sometimes they can get booked. Because usually you can, I think, book up to, like, I want to say almost a month in advance. So you can book pretty far out there, you know. So that's pretty much personal coaching. If there are other questions or I didn't clarify it, let me know. I don't really know how else to describe it. I felt like I was describing it in the other videos, but apparently I wasn't. So hopefully this video made it a little bit clearer. If there's not, please be specific in your question. What is it you're looking for? What question is it that you specifically have? Other than saying you didn't explain personal coaching, you need to be more specific. What is it you're wanting me to answer? Because I'm really happy to answer it, because I felt like it was a fantastic tool. Personally, being that I'm Lifetime, if I still had access to it and I was still able to get it for the fee that members are, like, I think it's between $15 and $25 depending on the promotion that's going on at the time, I would absolutely sign up for it at different points in time, because I thought it was a really helpful tool. So yeah, please let me know if there is something I can do to clarify, or hopefully this video did help clarify. All right, until next time.